Detective Jack Harrington had seen a share of unsolved cases throughout his long career, but one in particular weighed heavily on his soul. It was a cold winter night 10 years ago when he received a call that would forever change his life. A young girl named Lily had been struck by a drunk driver. While crossing the street, the driver fled the scene, leaving Lily to die alone in the snow. At the scene of the accident, Jack found her lifeless body lying near a lamppost, her school bag still clutched tightly in her small hands. His heart sank as he knelt down next to her, a surge of anger and grief coursing through his veins. He swore to find the person responsible for this senseless tragedy and bring them to justice. As the years passed, the case seemed to grow colder, the leads dwindling to almost nothing. But Jack was relentless, refusing to let Lily's memory fade away, even as the weight of the unsolved case took a toll on his personal life. His marriage fell apart, his friends drifted away, but his resolve remained steadfast. Every year, on the anniversary of Lily's death, Jack took a bouquet of lilies to her grave. He would stand there for a moment, head bowed, whispering a silent promise to the young girl that he would never give up on finding the truth. And then, with renewed determination, he would continue his pursuit of justice. Year after year, the routine continued: flowers on Lily's grave, followed by king hours at the precinct, poring over case files, and chasing leads that often led to dead ends. The pain of Lily's loss became intertwined with the pain of the unsolved case, both haunting Jack's dreams and waking hours. But the 10th anniversary was different. A new piece of evidence emerged: grainy security camera footage that showed the license plate of the car that hit Lily. Jack's heart pounded in his chest as he watched the footage over and over again, trying to make out the letters and numbers on the plates. It was the breakthrough he had been waiting for, and it felt like a gift from Lily herself. With renewed hope, Jack and his team tracked down the owner of the vehicle, a man named Mark Turner. The evidence against Mark was strained, and it seemed like justice was finally within reach. But as they moved to an arrest, Mark fled, leading them on a dangerous chase through the city. In the end, Mark was caught, and the truth about that fateful night began to unfold. Mark confessed to the hit and run, admitting that he had been driving under the influence. He had panicked after hitting Lily and had fled, leaving her to die in the snow. With the truth finally out, a mix of relief and sorrow washed over Jack. He had solved the case, but it came at a cost. Years, his life spent chasing shadows, haunted by Lily's face and the weight of her unfinished story. He couldn't help but wonder if things could have been different if he had found the evidence earlier. At Lily's gravesite, Jack laid a bouquet of lilies one final time. He felt a strange mix of emotions: joy for solving the case, grief for Lily's life cut short, and a sense of closure that he hadn't expected. As he stood there, he could almost hear Lily's voice whispering in the wind, thanking him for never giving up on her. With the case closed, Jack found himself at a crossroads. The job that had defined his life for so long suddenly felt empty. The void left by Lily's death and the years spent searching for answers impossible to fill. He knew he needed to move on, but he couldn't help but feel a sense of loss as he left behind the part of himself that had been dedicated to finding justice for Lily. In the years that followed, Jack struggled to find his place in a world without the weight of the unsolved case on his shoulders. He sought therapy to process the trauma he had experienced, gradually piecing his life back together. And every year, on the anniversary of Lily's death, he would visit her grave, laying a single lily as a tribute to the young girl who captured his heart. As time passed, Jack began to find solace in helping others find closure, using his years of experience to mentor young detectives and guide them in their pursuit of justice. He had learned the hard way that some cases might never be solved, but that didn't mean they were forgotten. The memory of Lily remained a part of him, a constant reminder of the importance of every life and the impact that a single tragedy could have on countless others. He had learned that justice didn't always come swiftly or easily, but that didn't mean it wasn't worth fighting for.